guys, welcome to our channel Academic Studies. So this is our new channel where we will upload videos on studies from class 6th to 7th as per the NCERT syllabus. So yeah guys, and also today what we're gonna do. So today I'm going to explain the chapter's first part. The chapter is microorganisms. So I'm going to teach you the chapter microorganisms first part. So second part will also come. So stay tuned for that. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, then go and subscribe to our channel Academic Studies. Also hit the bell icon so you will be notified whenever we post our new videos, and also like and share this video, and also subscribe to our other channel Sweet Sisters. I will link it in the description box below. So yeah guys, let's get started. So guys, this is our chapter Microorganisms, Friend and Foe. This is the chapter 2 from the NCERT book. So yeah guys, let's get started. So let's talk about what is microorganism first. So organisms that are so small that they can be only seen through a microscope are called microorganisms or microbes. They are seen through microscopes because they are so small. Now let's talk about what is microbiology. So the study of microorganisms is known as microbiology. And who are microbiologists? So scientists who study microorganisms are known as microbiologists. So now microorganisms are classified into 5 major groups, which are bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae and viruses. So they have not given you in detail, but I will explain you all the major groups of microorganisms in detail. So first let's talk about viruses. Viruses are also microscopic, like they are the smallest microorganism from all of the microorganisms. So they, however, reproduce only inside the cell of the host organism, which may be a bacterium, plant, or an animal. So, they cannot reproduce by themselves, they need a host body to reproduce. Okay, so let me tell you some of the virus. So, common elements like cold, influenza, flu, and most coughs are caused by viruses. So serious diseases like polio and chickenpox are also caused by viruses. So they have not given you bacteria, algae, protozoa and fungi in detail. So let me explain you first about bacteria. So let me tell you the important lines and the important points about bacteria. So bacteria are simple unicellular living things. They are found almost everywhere in air, water, soil and in bodies of most other organisms including human beings. They grow and multiply very fast. One bacterium divides to form two in 10 to 30 minutes. So, nearly 2 crore or 2 lakh bacteria are present in 1 gram of garden soil. So they are differentiated, or their types are, there are 3 types of bacteria, which is rod shaped called bacilli, spherical called cocci and spiral called spirilla. So now let's talk about algae. So algae are simple plant-like organisms that have cell walls and chlorophyll within the cells. Algae can be unicellular or multicellular. They make their food by photosynthesis. They have no true roots, stems or leaves. Almost all algae live in water, like in ponds, lakes and seawater. Some algae are also found in snow and some in hot springs. So they grow in moist soil, barks of trees and rock surfaces. Okay, so the green growth often seen in water and on the surface of wet rocks is algae. So this is about algae. So let me tell you now about protozoa. So protozoa are unicellular organisms that have animal-like characteristics. They can move from place to place. They capture and eat food. Some protozoa live in fresh or salt water. Others live in soil. Some are parasites that live in bodies of other organisms, like for example amoeba, giardia and paramecium. So now let's talk about fungi. Now what are fungi? Fungi are plant-like organisms that do not contain chlorophyll. They may be unicellular or multicellular. Means they do not contain chlorophyll and they can be unicellular as well as multicellular. So yeast are unicellular, whereas bread mold is multicellular. They have given you an example of both unicellular and multicellular in the category of fungi. So they are either saprophytes or parasites. They can be either parasite or a saprophyte. So saprophyte, let me tell you what are saprophytes if you don't know. Saprophytes are organisms that feed on waste and dead plants and animals. So, the fungi are present everywhere from deserts to very cold regions. They grow best in dark, warm, and moist places. So, we have covered all the types of microorganisms, bacteria, algae, protozoa, fungi, and viruses. So let me tell you how microbes are very hardy. So microbes are hardy because they form a hard outer covering called a cyst around themselves. That's why they can survive in every condition and everywhere. So now let me show you the examples of bacteria. So as I told you, the spiral bacteria, spirilla, and the rod-shaped bacteria, which is the bacilli. Okay, so now these are the example of algae. The example of algae is Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra. And the example of protozoa is amoeba and paramecium, as I said you. And the example of fungi is bread mold, penicillium, and aspergillus. So now let's talk about friendly microorganisms. So microorganisms are used for various purposes, as you all know. So microorganisms have been used for the production of alcohol since ages. This is the most important line. You can just highlight it like this, or you can copy down it in a notebook. So they're also used in cleaning up the environment. For example, organic waste and broken down into harmless. They broke it into harmless and usable substances by bacteria. So now recall that bacteria are also used in the preparation of medicines. In agriculture also they are used to increase soil fertility by fixing nitrogen. So now let me tell you how are they helpful. So making of curd and bread, they are helpful in making curd and bread. So curd contains several microorganisms. Of these, the bacteria lactobacillus promotes the formation of curd. So even if this is the important line, you have to just underline it. So you have to just remember the name of this bacteria called lactobacillus that help in the formation of curd. So it is also very useful in like commercial use of microorganisms. So they are used in medicinal use of microorganisms. They are also used to make antibiotics. The source of these medicines is microorganisms. These medicines kill or stop the growth of the disease causing microorganisms. Such medicines are called antibiotics. So now they are also used in making vaccine. Wow. When a disease carrying microbe enters our body, the body produces antibodies to fight the invader. The body also remembers how to fight the microbe if enters again. So if dead or weakened microbes are introduced in a healthy body, fights and kills them by producing suitable antibodies. The antibodies remain in the same body and we are protected from the disease causing microorganisms. So that's why they're useful in making vaccines. So in childhood you might be getting a vaccine of polio. So even that's it. So how it is useful in increasing the soil fertility. So some bacteria and blue-green algae are able to fix the nitrogen from the atmosphere to enrich soil with nitrogen and increase its fertility. These microbes are commonly called biological nitrogen fixers. So these are the nitrogen fixing blue and green algae. So you can see their pictures also. So now they're also helpful in cleaning the environment. So they just decompose all of the waste in the environment. So those are done by the bacteria. And also, did you know the microorganisms are so harmful also? So microorganisms harmful in many ways. Some of the microorganisms cause diseases in human beings, plants and animals. Such diseases causing microorganisms are called pathogens. You have to even underline this keyword pathogens and just read the definition and learn the definition of this keyword. So, disease causing microorganisms. So, there are two types of like we are it's able to like two types of causing microorganisms. One is communicable disease and other is non-communicable disease. So it can be of both types. So what are communicable disease? Disease is spread by microorganisms that can spread from an infected person to a healthy person through air, food, water and direct contact are called communicable disease. So for example, like such diseases include cholera, common cold, chickenpox, and tuberculosis. And yeah, so how? Okay, so these are some insects and animals which act as carrier of disease causing microbes. Also, yeah, the housefly is one such carrier, and the flies sit on the garbage and animal excreta. Pathogens stick to their bodies. When these flies sit on uncovered food, they just spoil them, and when we eat, we get sick. Yes, so it's also the female Anopheles mosquito. It also helps to like it also helps to carrier. It is a carrier. It does not help. It's a carrier. So yeah, and now you can just see this is some common human disease caused by microorganisms. So you can just write or copy out this table. So these are few diseases given right here. These are the causative microorganisms. Which microorganisms cause these bacterial human diseases or human diseases? Then the mode of transmission and the preventive measures also are given. So yeah guys, today's class end here only. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to our this channel Academic Studies, and also subscribe to our second channel Sweet Sisters. So yeah guys, bye.